Yo, welcome in, welcome in. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Your boy done started on time. Your boy started on time. It said 9:05. That boy came in at 9:05. Hey man, we on a new type of time, man. We on that real schedule time. So, like I said, I'm trying to be more consistent. As y'all can see, y'all already know what it is, bro. We already know what we're talking about. So welcome in, welcome everybody in into the real talk. Real talk. Let's talk about it. Tuesdays, we lit, we live, we out here. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? So let's go ahead and look at let me look and see who we got in the building. Let's see who we got in the building, man. ATL Leo. Of course, I had to say something. My boy was just like, "What's up, Lock?" I said, "What's happening? What happening?" You got Wonder Woman. Salute. Crystal Strong. Um, Jerry Bowie. Philip Crawford. Sherman Wood. Old chicken hauler, you're back, broski. What's happening? Old chicken hauler. You hauling those chickens. You feel me? So hey man, we good, we good. I feel like I want to talk about our boy today. We got a lot to talk about, but I feel like a lot of people really isn't sold on Michael Penix. Oh, number nine. Oh, number nine. So so first of all, you know who I am. I am the Lochness. This is the Lochness Podcast. Like I said, this is Tuesday. Let's talk about it. So let's talk about it. But first, if you haven't followed me on the Lochness Podcast channel, you follow me at Lockin Sports on YouTube. It's going to be rebranded to the Lochness Podcast. So pretty soon it's gonna be switched up to the Lochness Podcast. You'll be able to follow me on the Lochness Podcast. So I'm gonna talk about everything from gaming to movie reviews, sports, all sports, whatever. We can talk about it. If y'all just want to have a kumbaya, hold our hands. I really want to talk about Bad Boys. If you haven't seen that movie, and you might need to go check it out. But I really want to talk about what I like, what I dislike. I know pretty much everybody I talked about it, but I ain't talked about it. You feel me? But let's get back on why y'all are here. Oh, we got what we got? Got a comment coming in. Oh yeah, what's up? Hey, my people's out there, man. Anybody that's tuning in, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, seeing your boy do his thing. And like I said, I started on time. That boy showed up for work on time, man. I had some, you know what I'm saying? I don't want no pink slips. I don't be getting written up, no verbals, no coachings, none of that. So, like I said, follow me on YouTube, Lock in Sports with Lock in Sports with a Z, and hit that subscribe and notification bell. Follow everything AFN, GSN, Bad Mike Sports. You know the routine. Y'all ain't new to this. Y'all ain't new to this. So what we're talking about today is Atlanta Falcons' future face of the franchise is Michael Penix Jr. I'm gonna repeat that. The Atlanta Falcons' future face of the franchise is Michael Penix Jr. A lot of people don't understand that. Right now it's Bijan. We putting Bijan mustard on everything. Bow, bow, bow. Bijan mustard on everything. But now it's about to get ready to switch up, and we're gonna move towards the Michael Penix experience. The Penix experience. The Penix experience. Try to say that 5 times. Penix experience. Yeah, straight like that. Is that what I do? Oh, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening, Johnson? What's happening? I'm in here doing what I do. You know, doing my dance on you. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make sure I give y'all this content, create this content, be consistent. Like I said, I started on time, bro. Y'all might as well, y'all gotta bring the balloons out for me. Y'all gotta throw some, some rice up or confetti or something. Like that boy started on time. Wasted no time starting on time. What we got? The what? Share this out. Oh yeah, for Showski. Share this out. Um, but yes, yeah, he said yes. Atlanta Falcons' future face of the franchise is Michael Penix Jr., bro. It has to be the quarterback. He is the future face of the franchise. They already said it themselves. He is the future. Preparing for the future. Let's not get it misconstrued. Boy can play. He has the arm talent, but we're gonna get all in that. See. This is why I wanted to bring you in here so we can have this discussion. So people who don't believe that, if Michael Penix Jr. isn't the face of this franchise, Matt Ryan was, like Matt Ryan was, then what are we doing? I've never seen. I what I beg to differ. Like I want y'all to realize, like I don't want y'all to go against. Like, what's the argument? Like, what's the argument to be like, well, he's not the future. He's not the future face of the franchise. Why wouldn't it be our quarterback? I hope you don't think it's gonna be Kirk Cousins. We're gonna get into that conversation too. 1 year, cut Cousins, cut Cousins. 1 year cut Cousins. That's what I'm gonna call him. 1 year cut Cousins. We're gonna get into this whole conversation. This is just my take on it and how I view things and how I see things transpiring and everything. Not saying that because I went back and listened to people talk about, so what if Kirk Cousins ball out and like, but at the end of the day, look at it like this: 12 years, 1 playoff win, 100 million guaranteed. If we run off, see, y'all making me look. This is what we're talking about. So you're gonna make me skip the takes. I want to go in order. If y'all don't feel like Michael Penix Jr. is the future face of the franchise, that means most people be like, "Oh, you're gonna miss out on his rookie deal when he's cheap. He's cheap." Oh, we got Coach coming in here. Coach, I'm gonna bring you in. There he is. What's up, Coach? Can you hear me? Coach, you there? You muted? You there? Coach, I think you muted. But I'm trying to get your camera. Hold on. We'll wait till he come back. Let me know when you're ready. But yeah. Like if you don't like, what's good? 6-man convo? Y'all don't feel like, if you don't feel like Michael Penix is the future of the franchise, let me know. Let me know why. Let me know why you feel that. Let me know why you feel like he's not the future face of the franchise. He's not like, how like Lamar Jackson is to the Ravens. You don't think Michael Penix would be that? The thing I would like to argue is, why wouldn't you want him to be that? Wouldn't you want him to be the future of the future face of our franchise, our quarterback? I mean, if he's going to be uplifted, because we wanted that melanin skinned quarterback, we wanted a left-hander, single digit number. He can scramble a little bit. He ain't he ain't Michael Vick. Nobody's Michael Vick. There's always the closest thing to Vick is that guy in the Ravens. But he said, let me bring this up. I'm not saying the dude's last 5 games faster. See, that's what what I'm saying is this: why wouldn't you want our future quarterback with his talents and what he can provide to a team? We was never talking about Washington, my guy, until my guy got into Washington. Let's just be real. You said if you ain't look at his 2000, I mean, we're basing it off of past performances. Dude had several years of having almost the highest passer rating that you can probably have. He had it like 2 times, I think. Dude is good. Like, let's not pretend like he's not. But there, stop for a minute. Stop the presses. Hold the phone. That's what they used to say back in the days. Hold the phone. I need y'all to go get y'all Atlanta Falcons red and black tickets for July 13th. You get to hang out with AFN and the crew. Be lit, fellowship, take pics, meet us in person, share this stuff out, create that content. You never know what might be jumping off. Might have some prizes that you never know. Might have some guest appearances. You never know. Last year they had a good turnout. I couldn't make it at the time, but I will be there this time. And then PT showed up, Pastor Troy showed up at the last event, So, who knows who we got in store for y'all. You got to turn up to find out. But hey, if you haven't gone on ahead and got your tickets, you can go on the event break. I think, yeah, it's all right there. It's all right there. I put it on the screen. It's all right there. I send the chat. So check that out. And come have some good old fashioned red and black fun. Good old fashioned. That's the good old fashioned. But let's talk about it like this then. It's gonna segue to this. Michael Penix Jr., is he proven or is he a bust? No, you know what? I'm gonna tackle this one first. We're gonna go to this one first. Today, on the 25th of June, we've been 2 months removed from the 2024 draft. 2 months removed today. And we had some head scratchers when he was picked. Believe you me, I was like, whoa. I really would have wanted a Doomsday, but a Doomsday wouldn't be a Doomsday without the person who we picked. As long as we have an O-line. You in here?
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you, Couch.
I was trying to do it on the phone, but that didn't work.
Nah, it ain't gonna work, man. We gotta bring that computer in, man.
I was trying to do it in the room.
No, man. No. Everybody welcome in, Coach. But to be real with you, we're two. I was talking about the draft. I'm starting off with this draft first because one, I'm telling people that Michael Penix Jr. is the face of the franchise, and people not understanding that. I had a conversation with a customer that came into my store. He was like, "What do you feel about the Michael Penix pick?" They always make a little joke like it's a stupid pick or something. Oh, what do you feel? And I was like, "Well, he's the face of the franchise." He was like, "What?" I said, "Right now we're getting a lot of Bijan Mustard." But believe you me, and I'm questioning people, why wouldn't you want our quarterback to be the future face of the franchise? Like, it's not saying, I'm like, he's going to be that person. He's going to be that person.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, the therapist.
What's going on?
What's happening? Long time no hear from. What's happening, my guy?
What's going on, Coach?
Oh man, it must be something in the water, man. Because I started on time. I started at 9:05 on the dot, so everybody pulling up now. Jeez,
man, I was mixing trading cards.
Yeah, man. Just coming out here to support my brother, man.
Oh, good.
What's going on, bro?
Nothing, man. How do y'all give me y'all take on how y'all feel about Michael Penix being? I think he's going to be, and I feel in my heart of hearts that this man is going to be the face of the franchise. How you feel about that?
I will say in due time, yes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course in due time. But I feel like he's gonna get raised up because one, he's a left-handed quarterback. Number two, he scrambles a little bit, and then he has the melanin that everybody likes in Atlanta. Stop.
And don't forget, he has the do-rag.
Oh, and he has to do right.
Oh, there we go.
Let's not pretend they're not gonna raise him up. They're gonna be calling soon as Kirk Cousins mess up one throw and he get it intercepted. They're gonna be like, "Hey, put him in."
Well, this is what I said, especially when it came to his signing.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much what it is he's got a team-friendly deal. And what that tells me is they're going to take their time and let him develop.
Yes.
And on another show, I referenced it back to look at the trajectory of Mahomes.
Right.
Pat Mahomes came in to a team that was already constructed correctly. He had a great coach in there. What did they do? Instead of rebuilding every 3 years, they kept the core team together. They added pieces here. They took pieces away. But his trajectory and development was a straight line.
Right. exactly what we look like we're doing. Right.
Right. And this is what Atlanta Falcons fans got to understand. The Atlanta Falcons, I'm hoping now, have got it in their heads that we're going to build a team from the inside out so that when our rookie quarterback gets his opportunity, his career is a straight line. He's not having to deal with a brand new coaching staff in the next 3 years, a whole new offensive line in the next 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Right. The team got to revamp the defense in the next 3 years. Because every time you start over, you stifle his growth because now he has to learn new terminology. He's got to learn new schemes. He's got to get used to new players and everything else. So it's a toss back and forth.
Right.
But yeah, I do believe he's going to be the face of this franchise. But I believe if he sits and develops properly, he's going to be a nightmare for these other teams. But it still is yet to be seen.
So my question, you got something you want to say on that?
Good. That was good. Everything you said.
Okay. So my question is, if you can say, hey, would you take Michael Penix Jr. right now or Ritter? In the same situation we have right now. Like if you say what we have in the staff.
If it was last year, I would take Penix.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I've been on Penix before he came up the draft, so I don't.
Right. So yeah. So with that being said, and I brought this up, and this is how I wanted to start it. It's in 2000. Like I said, we're 2 months removed from the draft as of today. It was April 25th. Today is June 25th. 2 months removed from it, and now we still got people not sold on this pick because they feel like it was an unnecessary pick. Do you feel like this pick, like they mentioned, like Raheem mentioned, is a future pick? Like we plan on winning to a point we might not even have a first round draft pick that close to get somebody that can be acclimated. You know what I'm saying? But what if we already have a good, like I say, I think, and I'm gonna steal one of your lines. This is a chess move, not checkers, because
absolutely.
Because if we went on ahead and got our quarterback, so saying we got a late pick in the first, we can sell that pick too to get more because we already got some of the pieces that, like you said, we're building. So we'll bring stuff in, move people out, see who works, see who doesn't. We don't have a problem with moving people, but honestly, I don't have a problem with this pick. I done met so many people that had a problem with this pick. At first, I was like, what the, when I first seen it, but as I broke it down, it made sense to me.
Well, so we're doing two things, Ty. We're doing two things, man. Mm-hmm. This is the first time, and I'm gonna say this is gonna be controversial, but this is the first time we have our cake and eat it too. Because what do we have? We normally have what I consider a one-dimensional offense, being that we had a quarterback and a couple of pieces. If those pieces go down, we don't have an offense.
Right.
So people say, oh, well, the Falcons aren't trying to win now. Yeah, they are. They got a veteran quarterback that can get us the wins now.
Right.
Also, you got a rookie quarterback that's the future that can learn from the veteran quarterback that we have, that's willing to teach, that has already shown Penix, this is how you build with your offense. You take him to a legendary coach's house, you sit down, you go over film. That's showing him this is how you do stuff. You got somebody like Matt Ryan who literally can sit there and give him advice when he needs it. So he's in good company. He's in good company. We're playing the long game because guess what? We don't know what these quarterback classes are going to look like coming down the pipe.
Right.
And there's no guarantee that nobody in this class is going to make it. There's no guarantee that nobody in the next 5 classes are going to make it.
Right.
So at this point in time, if you're going to spend money, you might as well go all in and do what you got to do. But they're not building for just one season. They're building for multiple seasons past that. Now, do we know what Kirk Cousins is going to do? No, we don't. Do we know if Penix gives the opportunity what he's going to do? No, we don't. But if you look at it in the grand scheme of things, yeah, we're playing right now and for later. Because like you said, we do good in the later rounds, especially when it comes to O-linemen, defensive linemen, special teams, and that need. And, you know what I'm saying, even with some of the weapons. So all we have to do is be smart about keeping the core of the team together and let everybody else be add-on pieces. So yeah, we playing the long game.
Look at this also. Just
Okay.
just hypothetically. There's no there's no Kirk Cousins on this roster. How great is this picked in?
Yeah, look at it like it's an awesome pick. They're like, oh man, you got like the third best quarterback. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, y'all gonna
So
do something
people,
finally.
it ain't. I don't think it's that they don't like Penix. They're looking at, in other words, they're trying to get in Arthur Blank's pocket. Simple as that.
Yeah, stay in your
Out of
lane,
that
bro.
man's pocket.
Stay in your lane.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say that because
It's all money that they don't have.
right.
It's not their money. They're worrying about somebody else's money. That's what it is.
What you think they said? I'll say this too to piggyback on what you said, Coach. What you think they said when we drafted Bijan? Y'all got Algier. Why y'all drafted Bijan for? Because we want
They
him.
are setting themselves up for
Success.
man.
Yeah.
It's something that team Atlanta's doing something that it's so unorthodox. Nobody's ever done it, and you're gonna start seeing more teams, especially with quarterbacks that are a little older, starting to draft these, especially in that earlier rounds. They're gonna start looking at quarterbacks. It's that damn Atlanta doing so smart because just imagine. Now again, hypothetically, like y'all said, what if Kirk just
Flops.
have this cuckoo flashback and like everything he started doing there, there's a little interception or fumble type shit. Hypothetically.
And then we got a good backup. That's we just make sure he's ready to, like say, be prepared. Like somebody
See,
said.
but I don't think they want to put Penix out there right now. I don't think they want to rush him because true to fact, Desmond was rushed. Plus, he didn't have the right guidance of a coaching staff to get him really ready to play. And that was his downfall. He didn't have the tools to assist him and get him ready to play. The difference between Desmond and Penix season. Penix was in a pro style offense that was ready to play pro. You know what I'm saying? It's a little different. Coming from Cincinnati and coming from Washington is two different places.
Right.
And although Dez had a great season at Cincinnati, he did his thing. He did his thing in Cincinnati. You can't take that away from him. But as far as playing top talent, playing, pro style players or play pro style defenses, Brady didn't do that all the time. He may have a couple games, but what's called did it every week.
Yeah.
So it's a little different. But yeah, Penix ready, man. Like I said, if he was, he don't want him to start this year, but if the push comes to shove, they need him. I think he can be ready. That's just me.
But you know what, Coach? You know what I find interesting about that? They don't want to put themselves in a hole like they did,
right?
Where they got to juggle. Because look at it this way. Like, I'm gonna take one of Coach's mentality. What if Kirk Cousins, like you said, was to have a bad year? You know what I'm saying? And then you throw Penix in, and Penix mentally ain't there for some reason, or he gets in a game, or he gets in a game where he gets his confidence demoralized. Now, guess what? You got about $250 million tied up between two quarterbacks, and neither one of them right now can produce anything for you. Why? Because one went down, and why other one, he may not have been ready. You got to be prepared for all of that. And what they're not trying to do is end up like we were last season, where you got your rookie quarterback, he going, the backup quarterback, he having a mental meltdown in the game. And then what happened? It affected him for the rest of what was left of our season.
Right.
So, I mean, I know a lot of people, like you say, after that one throw or after that, something go wrong, they're going to want to put him in. Nah, let him sit. Because remember, nobody escapes the rookie process. So he's going to have to see in order to know what.
You're doing that thing, one.
Yeah, your thing going on one. But yeah, so I'm gonna go to the next topic. Not to cut him off, but gotta get the audio correct. Do you feel like Michael Penix, and I can get the Liddy committee out there, everybody in the comments go ahead and let me know in the chat. Do y'all feel like Michael Penix is he's proven based off what he has done in the collegiate level, was he a bust? Because I'm saying this because somebody had told me, they was like, man, Michael Penix is a bust. He couldn't even beat Michigan. I'm like, what? Yeah. I said, did you look at his last two seasons? They was like, nah. So I'm like, what are we talking about? So I wanted to ask everybody, what y'all feel like? Do you feel like he's proven just based off of what he did in college? Do you feel like he's proven? Do you feel like he should be considered like top 3 quarterbacks in the draft that we just had, or he was just fortunate?
I'm gonna say this: he's
Mhm.
capable.
Okay.
I can't say proven a bust because he hasn't played in the field, but he's capable. That's my thing about him. He's capable to be successful.
Right. You that one?
How can somebody call him at a bust? He ain't played a freaking game yet.
Yeah, man, you'd be surprised. I mean, I want to bring this to the committee, man, because I want to bring this to my little committee out there. So I want everybody to hear the conversations the conversations I have with people, and they just say some of the asinine things out of their mouth when they talk to me, because they know I'm passionate about the Falcons. So when they come to me, they come with some really off the wall
Try to
stuff,
pick you.
and then they just trying to see if I know my stuff. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
it's fear. It's fear, bro. Because at some point in time, even being a fan, at some point in time, you're gonna have to have some kind of faith in your team.
Right.
Like you can't walk around here and doubt your team until they get to the part of the season that you feel they need to be at. And then, oh yeah, I'm with my team. You got to ride it out. You got to ride it out, because then it's gonna come a time where you in a room where people, nobody should know more about your team than you,
Right. Right.
especially if you're calling yourself a fan.
So my next take is this. We're gonna move past that. I just wanted to put that in there just to see what people are gonna say. What are the pros and cons do y'all see of having Michael Penix? Like saying if Kirk Cousins, because they always doing this what if, but they never say, okay, because this my whole take on this is we're gonna use Kirk Cousins for 1 year. And I said we can move on from Kirk Cousins in 1 year and we'll have $35 million of cap hit next year if we move on from
I'll be
Kirk
just
Cousins.
25.
25. They switched to 25. Okay, so we move on from him with 25. I
Yeah,
think I think that's feasible, just because we was like 66 million. We like had the highest, so that's why people like 25 million sound better than like the 70 million we had before.
Still a lot.
Right.
So I
But that
mean,
25 million gonna kill you because it's gonna not be able. It's gonna not have to get somebody on that team too, or not
Yeah.
be able to pay somebody.
so
That's
what?
the kick about that.
Okay, so what would be the pros or cons of starting Penix next year?
Okay. Coach, you want to go first?
I'm gonna let you go. I got to think on that one again.
Pros. He's a good athlete. Right now, as it stands, his confidence is 100%. Nobody's broken his confidence. Mechanic wise, yeah. I mean, he. I would say 80% on that. You know, he still got some stuff he got to work on. The young man is eager to learn and is willing to learn. You know what I'm saying? He don't mind sitting down, soaking up stuff like a sponge. Is he scared to play? We don't know. But upright, from what we've seen in some of the college games, as long as his O line is doing their job, and you ain't got him running for his life, he's gonna use some. He's gonna put the ball where you need it to be. Cons right now, because we haven't seen him, it's just experience. We don't know what to expect from him, and that's probably for me the biggest thing. He doesn't have any internal experience. You know,
It's still doing it one. Yeah. I guess Dirk Cutter trying to get at you. He ain't trying to let you talk about him. He ain't trying to let you talk, bro. He said you transforming over there, but he gonna turn you to a transform over there. What you think, Coach?
Like I said, the cons is the experience. He's young, and if you see him playing, that means I ain't gonna say we. Yeah, I'm gonna say we wasted a lot of money.
That's the con.
That's the con.
That's the
That's
con.
the con.
I just feel like
the pros of him is
Mhm.
he's a I ain't gonna say experienced pro quarterback, but he's an experienced quarterback that has talent. He has great talent to get the job done.
Yeah. So that's what I was gonna go. That's what my next take was. I want to hear what people thought about him first before I went to my next take. Like the pros and the cons of him before I went into this next take. I'm moving quick too because this is a good one too because it's like the fundamentals. Penix check the QB boxes, man. He has the arm talent. He can make the throws. He can sense the pressure. He can stand in the pocket. One thing that they don't really talk about, his 2-second release.
He's quick.
His 2-second release. One of the things that used to burn us the most. That used to burn us the most when we had that middle linebacker problem. The teams figured out if we just get them 2 seconds, boom, hit in the middle with a slant, boom, hit in the middle, we'll get 2 seconds. We'll never get time to get to the quarterback. Never get time, never get pressure. That's one thing we need to notice about Penix. He has a 2-second release. Once he dropped back, it's like boom, boom, boom. It's like he go through his progressions. Like he already knew. Although he did have a Doomsday looking like a beast out there, Pope too, and a few others. But a Doomsday, he made a Doomsday look like a beast, bro. He made him look. Yeah, he made him look top tier.
He had 3 beasts for receivers though, and
yeah,
he had a damn good running back.
And that line, that O line, man, they was holding him up.
Yeah, they had. Like I say, you give Penix. If Penix get 4 seconds, he's gonna destroy you. I mean, he sees everything. He got 2 seconds, he know where the ball's going. So.
But y'all just said it too. Y'all just said it. Look at the players around him. Look at the players we got on this team. Like you said, 2 seconds is dangerous. 4 seconds? Oh, that's just a shame. That's just a shame. Because these guys have been playing in the league and they pretty much starting to come into their own. So having him there, all he need to know is where to put the ball.
Right. I was going to see you taking my takes. I was going to get to that too. The talent around him. Yeah. Knowing who we have. See, might as well go to this one too. The team around him. Look at the team around him. Look at what we have, and look at what he had in college. And then look at what we have around him right now. And I'm not just talking about the coaching staff. I'm just talking about the many weapons we have acquired on the offseason, the ones that we have drafted. And, Drake London coming into his own. Mooney's a go-getter. Kyle Pitts is Kyle Pitts. I believe that whole dynamic of Kyle Pitts, he's gonna have I believe this is gonna be his year to break out to.
Now, this is the thing about Penix and Washington. Actually, Penix had he had an average tight end. Yeah. Now he has a tight end.
Mm-hmm.
Big difference. He threw the ball to his tight end. His tight end made plays.
Yeah.
His tight end actually made plays in college. Now he has a tight end that can take it to the house if need be. If the ball's delivered the correct way. I think Kyle Pitts is going to have one of those years that he had when he was in college. I actually feel that because the ball's going to get to him where he needs the ball at. Kyle's not a hook and curl guy. Kyle needs to be moving to catch the ball.
Right.
You notice his best catches, he's running. He's not sitting. He's not doing crazy slants and turning around to catch the ball. Kyle catch the ball in stride. And I think Pitts will be the quarterback to get him the ball in stride.
Okay. Let's see what we got. So I go back to this one too. Just going back into his fundamentals. It's funny that I have to have this conversation about his fundamentals because somebody mentioned this before. There was like him as a quarterback. What he did for Washington. They brought him up in the forefront and the Pac-12, I think. But you got to understand what he like. You look at his how many touchdowns. This man had almost 5,000 yard consecutive years. You know, he had the highest passer rating. You know, he was making those unbelievable throws. He was making plays with his legs. He had so much talent on his offense. He had an O line that stood up. And then, like you said, you know, you look at what we have on our team. It's just like it's set up for him to be successful. And the funny thing is about him having the fundamentals, it's one of the problems that we had last year. We couldn't be fundamentally sound. We couldn't get the ball snapped in Ritter's hands. You know, we missing touch passes. You know, it's silly stuff like that. It's like that kept us from, you know, our first down. Because that's what the ultimate goal is, to get a first down. Most people think it's to get a touchdown. You get enough first downs, it's going to become a touchdown.
Clock management. The more first downs you get, the more time.
Are you? Somebody mentioned. Are you worried about his injuries? Because he had so many.
He had 2 injuries. Yeah, but he didn't have those injuries in Washington.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm like, bro. I mean, he's kind of a. I mean, he's not.
Now people got to realize when Michael Penix had those injuries, you know what Michael Penix was doing? He was running the damn ball.
Yeah, he wasn't throwing.
He wasn't throwing. He was throwing, but he was running the ball when he had those injuries. It wasn't like he was just
Vic Jr.
Yeah, he was doing the Lamar Jackson shit.
Lamar Jackson. Don't even try to pass. They're tucking and run. They make running plays for him because they thought
that's what Washington, we're gonna keep in this pocket. You use that arm you have. And he used
look at it this way. All he gonna have to do, as long as that O line hold up, is hand the ball off or throw it. That's it. Right. He ain't got to do nothing else.
But who watched that Texas game when he played Texas in that playoff game? The man had almost 85 yards rushing. He can run the ball if he needs to run the ball. So don't get that part twisted. But that's not his thing. His thing is to deliver that ball with that arm. That boy has a cannon.
But you know what? When people ask me, well, what about his injuries? I got this to say. Every quarterback got injuries.
Right.
I mean, Matt Ryan came in the league with bad knees. He came in the league with bad knees. The man played in the game with a knee brace on. But and this is the reason why I say we're transitioning from a quarterback-centric team to a trench-centric, because if you got a good core team, you ain't got to worry about your quarterback injuries. That's why everybody's concerned about Kirk Cousins. As long as you don't have your quarterback running for their life in the backfield, or you're not allowing the defense to basically bulldoze your O-line, your quarterback is fine.
Right.
So the injuries only come into play when when the guys are not doing their job.
I can see that. And that's another thing. I was calling for a lot of people. I was calling for Drew Dahlman to get Ghost, but then when I thought about it, I was like, we need our O-line. We can't keep switching our O-line up like that. They have to all be together on one accord. They have to all mesh and work together for years, because that's one thing we have. If you keep having a revolving door, it's never going to develop. It's never going to galvanize. He said the line too good to worry about Kirk doing any running to get hurt. Yeah, that too. And that goes for Penix too. I honestly feel like Kirk Cousins is gonna get 1 year, bro. I just feel like he's gonna get one.
I still see 2.
I'm gonna say 1 just because right now I never say the first year. I always say the second year. So in his first year, I don't count this because he still has to heal from his injuries, and he still has to develop and see what he has and earn and learn and develop in chemistry. So I don't really count this. So my 1 year starts his next year after this. That's how I look at it.
The one thing, especially about Achilles injury, when you're moving around, if you're doing like if you're doing zigzag movement a lot, like if Kirk is in the backfield trying to juke defensive players in order to throw the ball, that's when you got to worry about his injury, because lateral movement puts a lot of stress on that tendon. That's one of the things when you look at somebody that got Achilles tendon rupture, you look at overextension and that lateral movement. As long as he's able to do where he can kind of hop on his leg, step up in the pocket, or if he has to escape a blitz, as long as he's not doing that consistently every game, every quarter, he'll be fine. Because you got to think you're going to adjust your body to how it feels so that you don't injure yourself. But if he back there getting hit every which way, no, he ain't gonna last too long. So I'm looking at it like if he gets to where everybody says he falls off, which is the playoffs, if we get to the playoffs with him, that kind of, in my mind, will determine whether or not you see him in year 2. Because technically everybody is, they know they can expect him to be like, okay, he's a regular season guy. He's going to do what he's going to do. They want to see if he can get into the playoffs, first of all, get into the playoffs, and then can he get past that? And then you'll probably see something talked about year 2. If not, then they may be looking at Penix.
Now, don't be surprised. Like I said, I think Atlanta's going to bring Penix in on certain plays. Give him a couple penny plays. Just let him get his foot wet just a little bit, and bring Kirk back in. However, the only reason you want this is just my take. Only time you won't see Kirk next year is we win the Super Bowl. He'll retire.
That's true.
Only way you won't see him next year.
That or he get us to the playoffs and he lose his playoff game. That's how I feel.
I'm doing something.
He's overpaid, man. We know that. But I think and it's a no-brainer.
But I don't think Terry them. This is just me. I don't think Terry them want to go back into cap. That $25 million is like cap hell to a degree still. Unless only reason that it'd be, I ain't gonna say okay, if the salary cap go up $25 million. That's the only. I doubt that part, but that's the only way. That's the way.
But yeah, I'm gonna allude to this right quick too. If you haven't got your red and black tickets, please go to Eventbrite. The link is in the description. Can we put the link at the top? I'll pin it. So people can get their red and black event tickets at Eventbrite. So you can join us on our live session. We go live. You can be hanging out with us and doing all the fun things that we're gonna be doing that day on the 13th of July on Roosevelt Highway.
I'll be there.
He said, I hate seeing a 2-quarterback system like the Aints. I just put that in there like the Aints.
Well, I mean, it ain't bad. I mean, but at this stage of the game, with two guys, there's one that hasn't shown what he can do with his team and one that hasn't shown what he can do, period. And you kind of want that. It's a little bit of, it's uncertain, but you got a little bit of cushion. You don't want nobody. You don't want the whole people like, well, you got a quarterback? Nah, not really. We just got a good team, but we won quarterback away. You really don't want that.
And this also, y'all got to realize, Heineken still may be on the team too. And if we blow somebody out, they're not going to use Penix. They'll use Heineken before they die.
Yeah. You might see Penix in the preseason.
Oh, you're going to see him in the preseason probably a lot more than normal.
He said, Kurt ain't going nowhere. Might as well get used to it.
Yeah,
I mean, we already invested money into him, so he already told on us. So you already told on us, so you might as well. You owe us, man.
What they said, that boy got a loose tongue.
Oh my God! Pause that.
That thing was excited, boy.
He's a little too excited.
I mean, they called me, bro. Like, soon as I got into the locker room, man, they already had a phone waiting for me. Like, what? What you doing, man? Hey,
Oh my goodness, that was funny.
yeah.
Just talking.
No man,
Now,
so we done.
I'm
Now
just sorry.
we
I'm
at the
sorry.
Q and
Not
A
to get off
section.
subject, but I was
Somebody,
listening to that when he
go
was
ahead.
doing that interview. I was like, "Is he telling on himself?" I'm listening to him like, "Did he just say what he just said?" I said, "Oh yeah." I told my, I said, "We finna get into trouble because Kurt said he talked to him already." The 2 day
Yeah,
thing when he broke again. He said, "I was on the road talking to him on the phone." I was like, "Oh hell, he finna get in trouble." So,
yeah. I'm gonna
but
go to the Q and A section real quick though. What y'all think? Somebody had asked, what you think Algiers' role gonna be in the offense next year?
getting the game they need, as just your play, go get it.
Hmm.
Do your job, man. You get paid. Right? The
What
role.
people
Everybody got
talk?
a role. Your job to
Yeah,
run the ball when they
talking
get the
about
ball
this.
to you.
Talk about this getting rid of Algier type talk. I said, wait, for what?
Well, I don't think it's get rid of him. It's more like he's expendable. He is expendable.
And he's also a rookie deal too, so he's
Yeah,
cheap.
but that's what I'm saying. He's expendable. You're not gonna lose anything.
Yeah,
Nah,
that's true.
you know Terry. Terry gonna hold on to him until somebody come with something so outrageous. He gonna be like, all right, yeah.
Hey, he's great. He's great trade bait. I hate to say this, but that boy's great trade bait. I'm just putting it out there. He can he can get us a lot. He he can he can get that fifth round and maybe a third if we want to bring that pick back next year.
They said Andrew Bryan asked this question: how many quarters do you expect Penix to play this preseason? I think he might get like one. You know, they might give him one.
Quarters, you may see him play like 3 quarters.
I mean, and not like 3 different games.
You may see a 3, a 2, and a 1.
Yeah, they
You may see 6 quarters from Penix.
yeah, because they gonna basically how you say what we say. It's always an evaluation. They're gonna be trying to see what he can handle. They're gonna want to know, can he handle the pressure? Is he gonna get caught up? You know, with the speed of the NFL. So and how's his decision making? So yeah,
But again, maybe two
I'm
series
saying two.
per game, 2 series a
Yeah,
game, maybe. But you still got 4 quarterbacks on the what's called.
right.
Yeah, we just drafted a dude from North Carolina, right?
What do for North Carolina?
We draft pick. It was he from North Carolina? I thought we picked up a running back from North
No,
Carolina.
what quarterback?
No, it was a running back. I thought.
Yeah,
No,
right.
North Carolina. He's from Alabama. The running back
I,
from Alabama.
oh yeah, and all these people looking like, bro. They all looking like.
Yeah,
They all looking like.
goddamn y'all black people.
Y'all looking like they all play the same position. They run. They either
They
run with the
run
ball
the
and
same
that's it. They run with the ball. That's it. Even if it's a quarterback, they run with the ball. That's it. Yeah. Talk this and just go. I'm a quarterback. Told it and go. Penix. Then he get hurt. Face that. He said, "Don't forget this man ranked us 1K. He ran for 1K in his first year." Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They looked at him like he didn't do nothing. That's why they was mad about us picking.
But
He's talking about Algier. That's why they was looking at us weird when we picked up Bijan. They was like, "Why you?"
he ran for 1K, right?
Well, you got to remember too. For half the year, he was in tandem with Huntley.
No,
Yep.
but think about this though. Okay, I'm gonna say this. He ran for 1K because we couldn't throw for 1K.
Hey man,
Think about it. We couldn't throw the ball. Right or wrong?
I told you. Yep, I told you this year we're gonna be a passing team that can run. That's it.
So
And look,
people talk about RG got 1,000 yards. He better get 1,000 yards. He had a lot of carries.
and
We
look,
couldn't throw the ball.
and look. Let's be real. Okay, everybody talking about he was a fumble machine. I mean, this is what y'all got to understand.
Yeah, one fumble,
Look, but look.
maybe 2.
And I'm gonna say this. I credit a player being able to keep their hands together. At the same time,
You got men grabbing on you.
what is the coaches and offensive coordinators' job? To put the players in the best position to play. If you're predictable, I don't care how good you are. Somebody's gonna make you drop the ball, or they're gonna pressure you to drop the ball. Does not matter. You're supposed to put your men in the best position to be successful. If you predictable, I'm gonna put my best man. If I keep running to the right, I'm gonna put my best man over there to knock your block off. That is the job of the defensive coordinator.
Right.
And every situation Bijan was in, I would say 90% of the time, it was predictable. They knew what we were going to do. So they knew who to put on him. That's the thing. And like we kept saying, Bijan is not Tyler Algier. He's not strictly north-south.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to put him in positions where he's better in space than just bludgeon somebody. Tyler Algier is better just running people over. Now, Bijan can run people over. He can break tackles, but he's better in space. He's better at making people miss.
Right. Elusive.
Right. So you don't put him in situations where he has to be a battering ram.
Right. I think what Arthur Smith was doing last year, he got the roles reversed. He'll put situation where we just need to run the ball hard down the middle behind the tackles or something like that, and then put Bijan down. Go ahead, Bijan. And when it should have been Algier. And then when the situation when it should be Bijan, it's vice versa. It's like, what you doing? Like, what we doing? And then, like you said, we were predictable. It was to a point we couldn't pass. Like, they're finna get Bijan the ball. As soon as he getting the ball, he's getting tackled in the backfield. Or they missing an out route. What'd you say, Coach?
You know, the dude said, he's a fumble machine. You know, Chris McCaffrey might have been a fumble machine also. They had the same amount of fumble.
Hey. You can't say nothing about Christian McCaffrey.
He's the fumble machine. He had 2 fumbles like Bijan.
Man, they comparing Bijan. That we gonna use Bijan? Like people listen to what these quote unquote pros say, and they run with it. Yeah, we're gonna use Bijan like Christian McCaffrey.
Too. He had 2 fumbles too.
I'm like, bro.
Well, when you start trying to compare somebody to another player, you got to look at one thing: what system is he in? Look at the systems Christian McCaffrey has been in. Christian McCaffrey on the Panthers was their offense. Let's be real. He was their offense.
And as soon as he got hurt, they threw him off to the side.
Right. Look at the system. Look at the system he's in now. He's still their offense. Now you had a couple other pieces. You had a couple other players on it that helped carry the load, but for most part, he was their offense. He was their main weapon.
I agree, Corey. He said the schemes were bad last year. Our players should be improved. Yeah, it's a different system.
Absolutely.
It's like it might be somewhat of the same system, but it's more so like it's better coaching and probably a better game plan. And then you also have a people's coach. So a player's coach where he can. I don't think Arthur Smith really resonated with the group he had. It was like that one time when he was like he drank a beer that time when they won. He had a beer with him.
Losing right after that.
And after that,
so he got too comfortable.
He got too comfortable, man. He went into that Dan Quinn area after that.
But you know what the difference maker between last season and this season. We have a coach that has a clear, concise vision of what he wants to do. He's already told the team, this is who we are. This is what I expect. If you can't fit in that mold, we're going to find you someplace to fit. He's made it up in his mind. This is how we're going to play football. And when you have that, it's just like I asked Coach before. You're in the Army. When stuff go bad, you rely on what you are. So if don't nobody know what they are, they ain't going to know what to do. Confused people do nothing. So as long as Raheem keeps that same vision and like, look, this is who we are, no matter good, bad, or indifferent, then that's what they're gonna do. Matt Ryan said that in his speech. Yeah, we won one game, we get out behind, drugged by a team. Next time we see them, we coming right back at them. But throughout that, they never lost who they were.
True. Anybody got some more other questions? We moving quick, bro. This is over. It's OV now. So run it down. We're gonna go back to the run that down by what K Styles at, man? That too, but we're gonna be passing too. Also, we're gonna be passing. We ain't got no passing quarterback for no reason. Both going, both coach, both.
But the only thing bad about it, you're gonna still have people complain no matter what the hell they do. So
I've never like Juan said. One day we're gonna get behind our team, and we know we're behind. Like one day our fans are gonna be cowboy fans. One day.
You know what? I'm gonna say I hate to say Not those jokers in Atlanta. No, yeah.
Well, you know what? We're gonna have. I know.
You can't satisfy everybody.
No.
So,
but see, the thing K Style said it earlier. You on Monday, you're gonna have to get used to a 60-40 split. A 60-40 split, because what teams, and it happens every year, mark my words, what teams are gonna start doing, coordinators are gonna start doing now.
I know what you was about to say.
They're gonna go back and look at the film.
Yep.
And nobody believes the Falcons have changed. So they're gonna think, oh, yeah, we got Kirk Cousins, but because of his injury, they probably gonna run the ball. I'm telling you right now, coming out the gate, expect them to try to just bunch up. Just bunch up, because they think we're gonna run the ball. And they because nobody believes that a new regime comes in and changes up stuff until we show them.
Right.
And the minute, and see, the thing about Kirk, he's seen it. So the minute he see that, he gonna, oh, so y'all think we gonna run the ball? Okay. Well, Bijan ain't going to the right. I'm just gonna go deep. I'm gonna throw it to a Darnell Mooney. I'm gonna throw it to Drake London. I'm gonna throw it to Kyle Pitts. Now you've got to play defense.
Right.
Because truth be told, if your front five don't get to him, he gonna eat that secondary up if your safeties or your corners ain't on point. I hate to tell you.
Speaking of the front five, Maurice asked, do you think the defense will be able to apply pressure on opposing quarterbacks and be dominant defense this year?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'll say give or take a player or two. I'm gonna go and say that. Give or take a player or two. You know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Think about this. Look what they drafted. They drafted everybody. Every one of those guys they brought in last year, what was their specialty? They was pressure guys. They put the heat on every quarterback they played. We got two of the guys that was leading the nation in pressures on this team that we drafted. So what they went out and looked for this year is like, okay, if we don't get you down, we're gonna make you scared. We're gonna make you run. We're gonna get you off your spot.
Right.
You know, so
that's what people don't understand.
I'm sorry, but the thing with our defense, we just got to contain. We can't let those guys get.
I was about to say that. Yeah, we just got to contain, get to the outside,
push them to the middle. We got to push them to the middle. So.
And to get them off their timing, like you said, timing is everything. And sometimes if you can't get there, also get your hands up. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that.
The thing that I'm most excited about, and people really don't want to give us credence on this. You got a quarterback, an experienced quarterback at that has seen every type of defense in the league right now.
12 years.
So it's like it ain't really gonna be. It's not gonna be too much that's gonna surprise us. That's the thing that I'm excited about. Because it's not like going into the season with blinders on. You know what I'm saying? You a rookie, you kind of go in the season with blinders on. You got to feel your way through and making sure the team gonna kind of, let you go through it. But bro, you got an experienced quarterback that has seen some stuff. And what that's going to do, that's going to help Dahlman.
Right.
Because if Dahlman don't see it right off, Kirk's going to see it. And them two can play off each other, which kind of gives us a better reaction time when it comes to, hiking the ball and stuff like that. But that's what I'm excited about, because that experience is going to pay dividends later on in the season.
Yeah,
we ain't just going through here trying to figure it out.
Right.
I think Dahl was sleeping in Kirk's basement.
Right.
What was he feeding him? Truck tires, coach?
he feed him. You got to get bigger, guy. He's getting big. That's how he loves it, man.
Yeah. So like the thing is too, like even with just picking back on what you said, one is just think if we had Matt Ryan and Kirk Cousins situation.
It's offense.
And it's exactly that.
Oh,
that's how Kirk Cousins is. It's just think about if we just put Matt Ryan there, but it's just like they're like two veteran quarterbacks that they sling the ball. So we're in a good situation. It's just that like we said before, and you mentioned it, People just not gonna give everybody a fair shake, man. They don't give us
It's,
grace.
it's almost like a duplicate of 2016 team.
I'm telling you, I've already
It's a
did my
duplicate.
comparisons,
It's
man. I
like
did my comparisons.
you bought that speed in. What's that turbo? Speed
Mm-hmm.
turbo.
Mm-hmm. He said, question, would you rather win 12 games with Kurt or win 4 games with Penix, starting 6 games and play like a star? Come on, man. You can get
Huh?
to you can get to the bro. Because you know how people want to be entertained.
Oh,
That's what he's
he's
saying.
trying to say we ain't
We
gonna lose a fucking
nah, we
game.
want the 12. We want the 12 wins,
I
my
want the
G.
12 win.
We want the 12 wins and the wins in the postseason. Get to the
Uh,
postseason and then win all those games. How about that? We can win those 4 games. Get to the postseason and then win the 4 games after that.
because I know he's gonna be, popular or whatever, but we right now we need them 12 wins because we didn't spend $180 million on a
Can't be
veteran quarterback. Yeah,
can't be
we get
7-10 again.
yeah. You got to get your return on investment. That's the first thing because it won't. Because if you think they're mad now talking about it, don't make sense that we got Kurt start Penix and don't win and get into the playoff. It's gonna be a problem. It's going to be a problem because they're gonna call that young man a bust. I'm telling you,
Mm-hmm.
you don't want that right now. Get them 12 wins and be done with it.
All right. So we don't reach the hour. I'm trying to keep it up under an hour. So y'all got any last words for the people out there? Y'all got any last thoughts? Anything y'all got going on? Y'all want to share with the committee, the little committee out there in the chat? Y'all want to share
I'll see you
anything?
Friday night.
See you Friday night. Coach Unsane say he'll see y'all Friday night. One, what you got for us?
Hey man, look, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Todd. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Coach. We will have a show on Friday, ATL Sports Endgame with me. And like I said, you don't know who might be on there, but also make sure you guys get your tickets for the Red and Black event on July 13th. You know what I'm saying? We'll be in the house. But
Yeah,
I
Less
just
than
want to thank you,
15
brother.
days, y'all. Like 15,
yeah.
16.
Hey, Todd, man, I want to thank you for having, letting me come on, brother, and chat with you.
Oh, all good, man. Y'all, everybody, they all welcome, man. We all fam. We all fam. So yeah, like I said, I appreciate everybody for stopping by, man, to the Lochness Podcast on Let's Talk About It Tuesdays, like always. We lit, we loud, we out here. Appreciate everybody for showing up. Don't forget to get your tickets. Don't forget to support AFN, GSM, and Mike, the whole team and the squad, man. Man, appreciate everybody for stopping by, man. Appreciate y'all for coming on to the panel, man, and making this a successful podcast as usual, per usual. And we out of here. Peace.